Ah, here I am. Really late to the party today. This is the retired fat guy doing a little update. Yep, still at it. Still at 280. I'm way stronger. Moving. My knees are feeling good. My lower back's still playing games, but such is life, right? Might just be all the stuff that happened over a lifetime, plus working prison life. It's not exactly friendly to your body, so trying to find a perfect light. There we go. Yeah, we got some construction going on back here. I'm not a fan of this apartment complex, but apparently we need more housing. We don't have good flow around here for traffic, but hey, why not? Let's build more places to crowd this once oasis of a little town called West Sacramento. West Sac was a really small town when I got here, but we're not no more. We've been found out. So anyway, just a little update. Learning a lot still. I don't know if we're allowed to say carnivore anymore, but I would say I'm 90%. But since the week of Thanksgiving, I've had my challenges. Let me tell you what happened. So, let me go over here and sit. I've been walking a while. So yeah, such is life as a yo-yo guy. The only thing about this yo-yo weight loss routine this go around is I haven't really gained any weight, but I haven't lost either. But in the gym, started working out, a month and a half, 2 months ago, like a little more serious. And I am the retired fat guy. There's my hat to prove it. That's what R stands for, not the other word. But yeah, I took on a little more carbs, but I'm learning eating more protein. Protein is key. So good protein, meat protein is what I've been focusing on. Try to eat my meat protein a little more in the beginning when I do have other foods. And the other foods is really more or less just whole foods. Like a potato is a potato. I don't eat a lot of potato, but when I do, it's usually only half now. I'm not a fan of eating a whole potato like I used to. And then I like sweet potato over anything, sweet or yam, I guess, whatever way you want to call it. I'm sure it's two different vegetable, but hey, I'm not a botanist, and I'm not a whatever you would call those people that deal with that kind of science. But I'm not even a doctor, so don't take my advice. Just this is what's working for me. But the other thing that's happened, eating a little more carbs, having a little decadent piece of chocolate. Well, my pre-diabetic stuff went away, but now my toes are acting up again, so I can't really gauge my left foot because I've had so many surgeries on it. Some of it could be just nerve damage, and it comes and goes, but I do notice when I have gone off the rails a little bit, this is what's happened. Anyway, it's just a lot more noticeable. The other thing that's happened is my teeth had not bled probably since the end of June. I've always been a mouth breather. My teeth have always bled. It doesn't matter what I throw at it. I do brush my teeth like 2 to 3 times a day, always have, other than like long shifts and not having time to, but I always try to brush my teeth. I've been really good with my teeth because I have bad teeth. Mom and Dad both had interesting teeth. Yeah, but I'm a mouth breather, probably because of my beautiful slimness. Yeah, but is slimness a word? Anyway, again, I'm not a linguistic either. I probably even said that wrong. But bird don't like that I'm here, I guess. Let me know. Anyway, so yeah, my teeth have started to bleed as of this morning. So it's more proof that this any sugar that you eat, it quickly can reverse whatever you've done. Dante with Ferrigno Freedom just talked about. Yeah, he's pretty much been eating meat for like 3 years, I guess it is now. And I just saw a photo of him. I guess he was 302 at his highest. Me, I was 327 at my highest. But when I started eating more carnivore base, I was 317, I think is what I said. I think that's what I was. And I'm currently 280 to 285. I keep fluctuating. But my guess is I'm not eating enough protein. And then I feel a little hungry sometimes. And there's a lady by the name of Kaylee Lane. She's on YouTube. She's a nutritionist. And she really hones in on, well, I wipe my nose, kind of cold out. She really hones in on protein in general. She talks about if you don't get enough protein, your body's going to tell you it's still hungry. So, under the SAD diet, I get that because I always was hungry. So she's like, hey, you want to have a little this, little that, that's fine, but make sure you have all your protein, meet your protein for the day or for that meal. She's not a fan of fasting. It's like fast until your body says it's hungry or starts feeling hungry. Then have a little bit. She said, I really believe this. If you break it up into a few meals a day, as long as you get that 1 gram per ideal body weight that you want or your body is craving, your body will tell you to stop eating, and then you won't have those hunger crazes either. She also says if you haven't adapted to eating a lot of protein, because I guess the average person only eats 50 grams of protein a day. For an adult, that's too little. I don't know what I ate. I know when I tracked years ago, I'd always try to get 100 to 140 grams, which is still less than what I should be eating, which is 190. I'm 6'2", currently 280, and I'm trying to get down to like 225, but the minimum is 190 on that. But on that level of protein. But anyway, she's got a lot of good information. Go check her out, Kaylee Lane. If I remember, I'll put her link to the one I'm talking about. She also has a really good illustration of what that looks like when it comes to meat ratios and dairy ratios and what bacon looks like, how much it is to get those per meal. Those being, if you're only used to 50 grams a day and you're trying to get, I don't know, let's say you're, I don't know, like me, you're trying to get 190 grams, break it up. Start eating 30 per meal. She says, even if you ate every couple hours for a while, every couple hours have 30 to 40, 50 grams, whatever, and build yourself up to that. Let your body adapt to it slowly, because that's what our body does. It just adapts to what we're doing. And the other thing, the mind mess of a scale. Yeah, that's a real thing. So you're eating this way. Don't eating more animal-based protein diet. Don't look at the scale. I mean, yeah, one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna get on it, and it's gonna be whatever it is. But I did notice, maybe one of the reasons I started backsliding a little bit is the scale wasn't showing, but I wasn't paying attention to my strength. My strength is increased, inclined, whatever, a lot. I can walk non-stop. I can get on my recumbent bike at not 8 and knock out 70 miles. That was pretty cool. Most of my workouts, I don't eat anything until I'm done with my workout. I'll drink, have some water, but yeah. And then making sure I get my magnesium and my potassium and all the electrolytes one would need. So correct salt balance, the good salt, like unprocessed salt. I think that's one of the tricks. And I do notice when I don't, I get a little muscle twitching. So that's potassium and probably not enough water. So yeah, that's my update. I can talk forever, as you probably could tell. I stopped doing a lot of YouTube because there's a lot of people out there way more professional when it comes to YouTube than me. I'm just trying to get the word out. I'm not trying to be the almighty word. And yeah, my wife thinks I'm trying to shove it down her throat, but I'm not. I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about what it's doing for people that have rheumatoid arthritis, diabetic, type 2, even diabetic type 1. They're reducing their insulin needs. Still gonna need it, but they're reducing what they need to take. People with all kind of joint pain, MS, Parkinson's, on this medication for heart palpitations going away and or going more of a normal heart rate. Endless stories. And I guess there's a study getting ready to come out today or this week. I think it's today. Anyway, there's a study coming out, a gentleman that talks about cholesterol and the good about it, the heart rate, everything. Anyway, his study has I guess a lot of participants. That way we can start getting those case studies needed to get the word out. And yeah, and that's really what it is for me. I'm tired of hearing about people's anxiety taking them to a suicidal level. In my profession, there's a lot of that. Now that I'm retired, I even fought it a couple years ago, and it is not a good place to be, especially when you love your family and all you really want to do is be there for your family. And with that, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're putting yourself in jeopardy. Get that sleep. Get that proper food, that nutrient-dense food. Get it in you, and watch what happens. And if you're feeling bad now, and you've been following what the good doctor has been saying, well, maybe the good doctor doesn't know exactly because of what they've been taught. I don't think they're trying to kill us, but if they're not looking for the root cause of stuff and all they're doing is prescribing medication every single time, maybe you need to find a doctor that will listen and try new things, because that's what was happening to me. And my doctor's a nice guy and all, but he kind of listens, and then he kind of not. And then my cardiologist and he are both kind of amazed of what's going on. I'm losing weight. That's all they care about. I'm sure my cholesterol is going to be not a happy sight to them, but when everything else is corrected, maybe fatty liver disease has gone down. I'll have new labs, I guess in January with my Kaiser doctor. I had some labs done a few weeks ago on a work comp case. They wanted to know where I was, which was funny because it's exactly the lab I just requested from my doctor with Kaiser, who told me no. So interesting. But he told me I had to wait till January. Okay, whatever. So that's what's going on with me. Maybe you're having the same problem with doctors, or you're tired of feeling this way. So again, I'm not a doctor. There's a lot of doctors out here on YouTube. You gotta seek them out, because YouTube, I guess, is paired up with the World Health Organization, WHO. Yeah, they've been in the news a lot the last few years, right? They're doing wonderful things for us people that want to be living like people. But anyway, YouTube is paired up with them, and apparently people that were getting a lot of views about the carnivore way, especially doctors, I guess their channels have fallen back or not getting a lot of new subs. People that are curious aren't getting the information needed, because I believe, we believe, they really want to get rid of meat. So right now, I guess the cow is the evil product of what God has created for us to eat. And we have some talented farmers out there that that raise beef, chicken, pigs. God created shellfish for us. All you gotta do is find the right ones that actually harvests from the ocean. I don't know about pellet-fed meat. Yes, they're an animal. I guess it's better than not eating meat. Real meat, and it's real meat, but it's fed pellets. So who knows what's in the pellet? I'm not sure. If you know, put it in the comments and teach us all a lesson on that. But God, I have so much to say, but again, some of it's probably reiterating what the full-time YouTubers are saying and what they're talking about. But my personal feeling is give it a try. Do 14 days. Anybody can do 14 days. If you feel good, go another 14 days. Feel good again? Shit, do another 14 days. And then do it day by day until you're not addicted to that sugar, or you're not drawn to it, because everything is sugar. Even meat breaks down into sugar, but it's way less. You don't want to have that processed sugar. And yeah, potatoes even break into sugar. So does pasta. It just spikes your blood, and that's what's creating diabetic symptoms and diabetic ways. You don't really want to go down that route. If you think eating carnivore is expensive, there's cheaper ways of doing it. But you know what's even more expensive? that medication that they're trying to sell us by putting us on these diets that are full of carbohydrates. To me, it's not a good combo. Just not. Yeah. So on that note, go eat some meat, like my buddy Old Man Carnivore says. Take the rest of the day off and eat some meat. That's his closed catchphrase. I like it. He's a good dude. 76 years old, busts out push-ups like crazy. I can't remember what he said his high weight is, but he's 140 pounds, 30 pounds, something like that. Lighter than he's been most of his life, and in really good shape. 76 years old. I'm very proud of him. He's kind of my new sensei, other than Ferrigno Freedom and Carrie with Homestead How. Go support those channels as well, and see what I'm talking about if you're curious. I'm gonna post this many places, probably on Instagram. I'll put a link, Facebook for sure, YouTube. You know, if I get another sub, great, but I don't even care about all that. I just want y'all to have the message. If you got to 21 minutes and 25 seconds, thank you for sticking around. Yeah. Anyway, as Mitch says, go eat some meat. Take care.